What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today, we're doing a Kurumx VOD review. Kurum is doing like a 24-hour stream right now. I think he's like 16, 17 hours into it at the time of me recording this, but by the time this comes out, unless he's going like super crazy, extending the stream, it should be over. But the upside to a 24-hour stream is you get a lot of games, you get a lot of content, especially on the new patch. So Kurum has been able to, oh my god, look how cute the puppy is. Aw, what a cute little puppy. Oh my god. That completely derailed my train of thought. But Kurum got to play a lot of games on the new patch, got to make a lot of discoveries, I would say, on the new patch. And one of the biggest changes that occurred this patch was buffs to some augments that were underperforming pretty hard. And we will get to see one of those augments in today's game. You do have to get a little bit further into the VOD to get there. But yeah, he's actually going to go for the Redemption Slam plus the glove here in order to unlock the Poppy here. Poppy, a really solid frontliner to play with these type of wards. So yeah, it's just going to go for this Slam here to unlock the Poppy to start off with. Birthday Reunion, High Voltage, Trade Sector. I mean, I'd just be looking at Trade Sector here. After the nerfs Birthday Reunion, I don't love it as much. High Voltage, I mean, could be taken, but it looks like he's actually defaulting Birthday Reunion here, which is interesting. Gets a 2-star Trist, who I guess does fit on the board. You get Yordle in, so I guess that's why he did this, is he knew that he was going to hit the Trist for Yordle. I mean, it's not bad. You can also fit the Gen onto this board, probably on next level up. And yeah, I mean, Birthday Reunion, I mean, if you are confident in your, strength of, how good of a player you are versus the lobby, I think it's better. I mean, looking at this lobby, you have Riveting, Frodan. I mean, some very solid players. So I wouldn't think that I can smurf on these guys, but maybe maybe Kurum does think he can, or maybe he does really just like this Birthday Reunion augment. Now the change where you get the TG on level 7, it is a big nerf, but you still get the TG, you still get a 2-star 5 cost if you can make it all the way to level 9, which is obviously huge power wise for an augment. A 2-star 2 cost, a TG, and a 2-star 5 cost is a lot of value out of just a gold augment. The downside is obviously the delayed timing on all of those, but yeah, I mean, so far what's interesting is that we're playing this Demacia opener. Demacia, one of these comps that got nerfed pretty hard. We do have all these upgraded Demacians, and the Anima Visage is a really nice slam into this Demacia line. So I mean, I could almost see it being a Demacia game. The biggest issue is just Demacia sucks a little bit. I mean, they only nerfed it by 5 RNMR, but it really just seems like with that nerf plus, other comps maybe getting a little bit stronger, that the line has just fallen off a good bit. But still, Kurum not one to say that, oh, because the line's slightly nerfed, it's unplayable. To be fair, I played against the Demacia today that I ended up losing to, and they went first. To be fair, they had Demacia emblem, Freljord emblem. They had like 4 emblems that were all solid, so maybe not the most reasonable thing. It kind of looks like we're grabbing Sword for IE here, which I would think means that we aren't actually going to play into Demacia. We're planning on playing into some other, AD line. Ionia would make a lot of sense here with the IE Slam. He's hovering Kaisa here. Only issue with that game plan is that we don't have any Void units. So yeah, looks like we aren't going to make any kind of Slam here. We do rotate into a guy with 5 Caitlyn, so they might be angling into T-Hex, though. Like I've talked about it a little bit on stream. I don't really think this is the strongest version of T-Hex these days. You can still play it if you end up in a spot for it. Yeah, he is looking at... Oh, Kurum's thinking of playing himself TX game, maybe? This kind of like TFT Academy Fast 9 version? I don't know about all that. I mean, it's a very... The TFT Academy version is... I mean, I talked about the Bilgewater version yesterday, and a lot of people were like, this is so, optimistic. It's so hard to hit. I feel like the TFT Academy version that has Shurima on it is even harder to hit, because you obviously have to find Shurima and you have to, hold all the unlocks. But, if you do end up in a spot for it, I mean, you'll feel very good about having Shurima units on a board that doesn't require that many traits, right? You basically need to play 2 Gunslinger, 2 Piltover, and then you're happy. There's a Yunara. Speaking of Yunara, do we want to just play a... Ionia game? I mean, it's looking very uncontested in this lobby. Definitely is something that we could look at here, and we have the IE already. I mean, I'm kind of surprised he's not considering it higher here, just a potential pivot into Yunara. We don't have the to Xinjiao anymore. Is the only downside to this, is that we can't really play it. He's just gonna make gold here and say, I care not. I care not for this line here. We're just gonna level, get the low risk in here, who's a very, very good in on this board here. Imagine electrical overload. Capacitor. I mean, actually, the capacitor doesn't sound that bad here, but yeah, I mean, overload's just good. Gonna remove this, but I mean, I fully imagine this. We're just gonna make this slam. We're gonna make the ice slam, slam the sword here, and yeah, looks good. This is our setup here, and we are on a 3 streak and on the way to eventually getting our birthday reunion. Really wouldn't mind like a second econ augment here that would allow us to make like a really aggro level and get that level 7 birthday reunion. And I mean, indecision is kind of that, but here it comes, Golemify. So if you guys didn't look at the patch notes, this augment got nerfed or buffed really hard. Golemify, Dumbify got buffed really hard. They have a bunch more starting HP, or a bunch more HP per stage, and this one, Golemify, now gives you a non-tank 2-star 3 cost. Now, you have to hope that we have AD item slam, that we get some kind of AD unit. So we'll see. We do get a Malzahar, so still not perfect, but I mean, it's at least someone who can hold on to items. Yeah, Kurumx actually going to roll a little bit here just to try to find something to play, and does actually find the Cog Mao that can fit onto this board very nicely. But yeah, I mean, you just have a much higher just power level of the unit itself, of the golem, and now we're guaranteed, yeah, even though we have the IE and it's not Mal's best item, we have a Mal's to play around. Prior to this augment being in this state, you would just be stuck with nothing as your backline here. We'd be throwing our items up to Kiana, and a Mal's 2 is definitely better than a Kiana 1 in a spot like this. So this augment, I don't want to say it's an insta-pick, but it's kind of an insta-pick now. Like, I feel like this augment is so good these days. Ooh, also, I'm thinking about playing this new Sylas, where Sylas actually got buffed pretty hard. He's easier to unlock now as long as you get to level 9. You don't have to sell the Lux anymore. You just have to sell the Lux, or the Garen plus the Jarvan. You do have to reach level 9, so it's like easier, but it's also harder. But the big thing is that he got buffed pretty hard. He got an increase into his attack speed and an increase into his like Jarvan ult skill. Yeah, you can see this fight, by the way. I mean, this fight is 1,000,000,000% a Golemify buff diff. The Golem being bigger matters, and the Malzahar just being a unit onto our board. I mean, look at this 95 HP streaking, and normally, you have to be a little bit careful about taking Golemify because it sucks your econ out, right? It just takes all your econ away and throws it into this, random giant golem, which gives you combat strength, but you need to spend a bunch of gold to rebuild the board. Not as big of a deal if you get just for free this Malzahar too, which you can sell. It stabilizes your board. I mean, our board, aside from the Malzahar, is worth 11 gold, and so it's not like we had to invest a lot into getting this this board super upgraded. We rotate to a Caitlyn player who I think the Golem's fat, and the Golem didn't actually end up blocking there. The other unit did. This might be okay. I mean, Caitlyn 3. Say what you will. I mean, she's an okay unit for the T-Hex to eat. I feel like she's a pretty bad unit in general. Like, ooh, put items on a Caitlyn 3, wowee. Like, she very often does absolutely nothing, even at 3-star. And you can see that there, where our board pretty solid, and so we do end up just clearing that guy's clock, which is really nice. We also ended up slamming the Shojin here, the idea being that we are going to play into Kaisa this game from this spot here. And yeah, we can even slam the TG on a Kog'Maw here for the Kaisa unlock, which is pretty cool. Only downside is we're not going to have the Rift Herald, but we don't need it as bad as you would normally in a Void comp. Normally, you must have Rift Herald, but in this setup, I mean, we have the Golemify, we have the frontline already, so do we truly need it? I mean, no, not so much. All right, going to... Oh, and we're actually going to unlock Skarner here with the TG. Wait, this is actually good, right? We definitely want this. It's Armor and Amar for the... Well, it's Armor for the Golem, and then we have the Amar off of the Taric here. I mean, this is great. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. And our items, I mean, we get LW. LW is a solid enough Kaisa item, and we don't have any armor shred, so that's what I would be looking at here, is going to field the Kaisa onto this board. We have a lot of kind of like open slots here. Like the 2 Bruiser is not all that big at the end of the day, and yeah, he is going to make the last Whisper here, going to yeah, just end up cutting the Defender, which is once again not like, I mean, it's good, it's Armor and Amar for our Golem, but it's not like, at the end of the day we must have this. So yeah, rotate into actually another Void board. We'll see if we can snipe them out here. That Rift Herald is looking mighty tanky here, and they have the Bramble versus us, so yeah, we are going to take our first loss in a while here. Pretty unfortunate, but that's life. Do you ever just grab 3/3s and use this to push 9 here? I think, yeah, I mean, I think you definitely do. I think it makes perfect sense here. And it gives us an upgraded Bruiser to play. No shot. For 200? Oh my god. Okay, I mean, to be fair, it's pretty free to play this here. We're playing this in the slot that a defender would normally go. If you do 3 loss, the 200 cash is going to be pretty juicy. It can be things like, full items, components, things like that. Can be some duplicators as well. So, like, there's reasonable odds that we actually hit something pretty good off of just a 200 cash. Okay, I kind of love it. I kind of love it. It's a little crazy, but I do. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. We're very likely to 3 loss here as well, especially on our way, skipping straight from 8 to 9. We're not, investing a lot of gold in upgrading our board. The only thing that scares me a tad bit is this golem is still pretty strong, but I do think we will probably be fine here. And yeah, he's really going for the loss streak here. Removes his TG and his items here, and yeah, is just going to keep this on bench here to guarantee that we go for that 3 loss here. I don't think you really need to. I mean, this board we were certainly always going to lose to, but he doesn't want to slam the TG because he wants to hold it for a 4/5 potential slam versus not slam. He can hold it just on bench if he wants to. All right, item off carousel here. It's going to be interesting to see what we cap out in. I mean, I do feel like just a vertical like 6 Void would be pretty easy to play here. Play around the Belveth and get some items there. We can't pick that up, so we do pick up the Garen, which is another idea towards that Sylas. Still a bit far, but, definitely. Oh, and that's Garen Perrin. I mean, we're actually almost there now. We just need to hit the Garen 2. We're going to be able to push 9. Boom, Sylas is going to hit. We have a Crown Guard for him. We have a potential TG for him if we don't like where the Crown Guard goes. And yeah, he's going to remove her one more time, just afraid of potentially winning a fight. I mean, I'm pretty sure the T-Hex board should clear you, so I don't think you have to worry about winning this one, Mr. Kurum. And yeah, I mean, this is just an absolute monstrous. I mean, this T-Hex unit is pretty darn good after the buffs, I will say. But all right, that is Rift Herald. That's 200 stacks. I imagine we must just cash out here. I think it would be crazy to try to go past this. And yeah, we get a full item for our cash out here. You can see it's really, really high value here. Why is I guess that was his stream dropping frames there. That was really strange. All right, crack the Anvil. I wonder if it was ever wait to crack Anvil until after minions, but he does crack it. Gets the JG here with the idea that we are going to play for the Sylas here, which makes a lot of sense. Rotate into Riveting's board again. We just fought this guy like back to back and got cleared again. And it's interesting the set unlock here. I mean, it doesn't not make sense. There is a lot of sense that, ooh, a Azir or 2 is what we get here off of our thing. All right, but yeah, it doesn't not make sense. I mean, we have a giant front lane already. We're just probably not gonna be able to fit Ionia. But I mean, it's a decent like random +1 on this board. And maybe he's thinking about playing the Ionia version. There's Sylas, boom, instantly hit here. We have a Seraphine too that we can play around. No Vi, right? We really need to find the Vi, and we really do need to fit the Sylas on this board here, and he is going to go in. JG gets made here, looking for Hodge, but isn't able to get it, so we end up making Spark. I mean, Spark's a great item as well here. And then, what is that? He's looking at Vow. Yep, Vow, great item there as well. And then you can just finish out. You kind of want some more damage items on this board, but you just don't have it. Adaptive Sunfire sounds awful, so I guess it's going to have to be Redemption Gargoyle. Or Vow. I mean, can't be Vow Even Shroud, so I guess... I mean, I guess it has to be Redemption Gargoyle here. You have the Swain here, so we're kind of playing a... This is a weird board, by the way, but it's a 4 Arcanist Kaisa like flex board. Normally you see these type of boards capped around with like things like Annie, but that's not actually what we are playing this game. We are playing this kind of weird version, and yeah, he does end up making Adaptive, which makes the other item really, really awkward, right? That means he had to make Sunfire, right? So do we have 2 Sunfires on this board? I think that's what just occurred here. Yep. Okay. Well. The items are a little sketchy here. And yeah, he's kind of saying, like, I would like to get out of this Kaisa. You can play Lucian Sen and hold on to all these items, so seems pretty reasonable as a take here, and is just gonna... Oh, he does pick up the Shyvana, who's another great in here. So he's kind of pivoting into this very almost standard, you could call it, Fast 9 AP flex board where you play around Sylas. Normally this is accompanied by an Annie, but we don't have the Annie, and I mean, we might not get to it because we did just unlock Xerath here, who's a fantastic in on this board here. We still have these extra slots, which right now are occupied by Skarner plus the Taric here, but I think Taric is a pretty easy cut in a spot like this, just because AP boards, I mean, they're just not in. They're just not in these days. And oh my God, that's a Sylas too. Huge here. Wanted to try to pop off and just go for triple damage items, but doesn't end up getting it. But that's, I'm totally fine here. Xerath gonna come in here, which is really, really nice. And he's considering maybe adaptiving the Xerath here and then vowing the dude. No, he's just gonna end up going for this. I think this makes sense. I mean, sure, adaptive Xerath would be nice to get him casting, but I mean, you need to itemize your Sylas. You need to play for BIS Sylas too, which with what you got right now is this setup here. Man, we just lost a fight? What did we just lose to? Because I feel like our board is kind of insane now. To be fair, we're down a lot of combat augments here. It's a capped bilge board. Man, bilge looking pretty nice on this patch, honestly, with nerfs to other stuff here. Because, yeah, I mean, they're just double combat bilge, have a few items off of bilge, and yeah, I mean, the Xerath doesn't get to cast at all. The Lucian Senna gets just one-tapped by this Fizz. The Fizz just kills everything here, and the Sylas actually does kind of a pretty unfortunate rotation of abilities there and ends up, wow, I can't believe we actually lose that fight. But Swain 2 is a big end here. Xerath Charm, really, really nice to pick up and is just going to be nice every single fight that we have it. So we're getting there. We are getting there. It's a little scary, certainly, on 9 HP. But I mean, the Sylas 2 should be able to carry us, especially after the buffs here. Just needs something to back him up, right? Sylas 2 can't be your... It's funny, like Sylas and... Ooh, and this is a really scary fight as well. Oh my God. Our Sylas got blown up, but I think we're okay with the Xerath damage. Oh my God. I mean, I will say, it definitely feels like even after changes to Sylas, I mean, they only buffed his offensive capabilities, you know, his damage and his attack speed. Does feel like he still really, really wants some kind of defensive item. An Edge of Night, a Hodge. The stats suggest both of those items are really good. Titan's Resolve actually is quite good in the stats as well. Because what's happening is our Sylas is just getting blown up in a lot of these fights. I also wonder if it's correct to frontline these Azir dummies, just because you end up in a spot where, you know, they'll die and then Sylas will take aggro immediately. All right, let's roll down here, see if we can find some upgrades. Skarner to a big upgrade on this board here. And there is Edge of Night if you want it. I mean, isn't a move... Oh, he's going to go... Gunblade Sylas. This was bugged earlier on in the set. It's not bugged anymore, but it's still a great Sylas item here. So we will go for this here and then move Adaptive over to Swain here. This makes perfect sense. And then the GS here. All right, I fully expect the Sylas to be a lot more of a beast now, healing up the whole board. We kill off this board, win the fight. So that's top, 3 locked in here. Ooh, I mean... Okay, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's a little bit of stats for your Sharimans. I don't hate it. We're going to rotate into some scary boards, actually. Oh my God. So very capped bilge board and very, very strong other board that is that's playing around T-Hex. So we'll see if we get there. This is really good. They are aggroing onto our Skarner to start off with, and the Sylas got a big ult off on the edge. Fizz did Fizz things, but I think Sylas is going to be strong enough. Yeah, these are Sylas buff diffs. I feel like if Sylas wasn't buffed there, that Jarvan ult wouldn't have killed. And yeah, the Sylas is just going to solo out the board by himself. Oh my God, that Sylas guy. All right, Sylas buff's looking pretty good, honestly. And wow, we're actually almost to unlocking Renekton, though. I don't know if you'd even play him if you do unlock him. I don't think it really does anything. Okay, we will see what we can do versus the T-Hex board. He is trying to be same side, and he, wow, nails it same side. Does have the Skarner on the same side as well. Pretty good Jarvan ult here. Just want to make sure that we don't get blown up by the TX. I think the TX laser just barely missed Sylas. Oh, this is great fight RNG for us. And Sylas just in the back line, clearing everybody out here. Don't think this is a KO. Yep, down to 4 HP, but still... I mean, looking pretty good here. We are seeing if we can cap out for the win here. Grab a Shyvana 2 here off Carousel, which is really nice. Don't get an item out of it, but not the end of the world. And yeah, I think this is just our setup here. Don't think we can afford to fit anything else, so we are just going to roll down here for buy 2, I guess, was what we're looking for here. Oh, he's actually... Wait, what did we... What did we do there? He downgraded so that he could move it. Oh, oh so smart downgrade to move the item over to Shiv too, because these items are just so good there. He was willing to actually downgrade out of Disruptor, which was kind of crazy, but then he ends up hitting the extra Seraphine, which is beautiful stuff here. Speaking of beautiful, man, this Sylas Jarvan ult is just clear. This fight was not even close, man. Just absolutely clear in this guy, and just domination from Kurum with Golemify, with new Sylas. I mean, this is a new patch game. I feel like it's the perfect game to show it all off. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and Metafy. All my links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always.